Hello friends, welcome back. In this session, we will understand how do we learn from the patterns in the healthcare data. It's a very interesting topic and important topic as well. We will learn that slowly. The benefit of cognitive computing is that the healthcare professionals will more easily generate the insights they need from all types of different data content, and they can act with confidence and they can really get their decision faster. With respect to healthcare, it has to be speed plus accuracy. We cannot delay things. It has to be both, right? It has to be speed plus accuracy. The risks of not finding the right relationships and pattern in the data are really very high in healthcare industry. In this industry, if important pieces of information are overlooked or wrongly understood, the patients can really get real catastrophic effects which can go for a long term. They can even end up in death. By combining technologies like the machine learning, artificial intelligence, NLP, cognitive computing, many good results can be given. We can arrive at good patterns, we can arrive at good understanding, and relationship between the data can definitely be understood better by the medical practitioners. The collaboration between the human and the machine that is inherent in a cognitive system supports a best practices approach that enables healthcare organizations to gain more value from data, more insights from data, more actionable insights from data, and solve complex problems. Gaining more value from data is a multifaceted process which definitely requires both technology and human knowledge. Getting the data right data is paramount really. The relevant data needs to be accurate, it has to be trustable, it is to be consistent, and it is to be available for access very faster. And most importantly, having accurate data is only the baseline for providing health outcomes for the patients. The physicians still need the skill, which is very important, and experience to make sense out of what is often a complex set of symptoms and diagnostic tests. Without their skills and experience, whatever we feed in might not be really useful. They need to internalize best practices that enable them to ask the right questions and listen for answers from the patient. The solution to a patient's problem is not always obvious in the medical lab results and images. I repeat this statement, this is very important. The solution to a patient's problem is not always obvious in the medical lab results and the images. The best practices that focus on connecting all the disparate data points can help physicians, the researchers, the medical practitioners, and others in the healthcare ecosystem to arrive at a right solution. And learning from the patterns always help in any domain, but here in healthcare it is going to help really very nice. It's going to help the organizations to solve some of the most challenging problems in this particular chosen sector of healthcare. The University of Iowa hospitals and clinics has identified patterns in population of surgical patients that help to improve both quality and performance in surgery. It is all about surgery. The hospital has model data from the hospital readmission, surgical site infections, and other hospital acquired infections. The model really enables the physicians to predict which patients are mostly at risk for acquiring a surgical site infection while they are still in the operating room, and corrective actions can be taken. This is a very important aspect of understanding how they can protect, how they can prevent the patient from getting further damages, how they can prevent some diseases, some infections from attacking the patients. Other hospitals use predictive models to reduce costly and dangerous hospital readmission rates as well. This is a very important problem that is to be addressed. We have to reduce the readmission and the cost connected to it. The patterns identified from thousands of hospital records are used to build a model that can analyze patients' medical record to identify risk factors for the problems that may occur after the discharge from the hospital. So it is not just during the tenure in the hospital, but also after the hospitalization. Once they get discharged, that aspects are also considered. Predictive analytics models look into several different factors to determine which ones have the greatest impact on the hospital readmission rates. So please understand the point here. It is not just getting the patient treated, getting them out of the hospital, and it is also about caring why frequently or how frequently they are getting readmitted and how to avoid that. Even to that extent we can work on. Now, attributes to consider for the predictive model is presented as a table in front of you. The patient attributes which are to be considered are if he is a smoker, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, lives alone, dietary non-compliances, all these can be connected as patient attributes. Socioeconomic attributes on the other side is educational status, financial status, both this come into picture. Physician factors, it could be incorrect medicines given, overlooked important information about patients, it's a major mistake. All this can be connected to the physician factors. And understanding the risk factors can certainly help the hospitals to improve the processes within the hospital and take corrective measures to decrease the hospital readmission rates. The predictive model can help on a case-by-case basis by indicating which of the patients may require more intensive follow-up after they get discharged. So understand, it is to help people from not getting readmitted. Once they get treated, once the solution is given, it should be once for all, and it should definitely go ahead and help them in living a very healthy life. So that is very, very important. We'll see more about this in the forthcoming session as well. Until then, it's bye from me.